Hello, welcome to my channel Pedro Digital. In this video I present what will come to be the new Apple model, its iPad mini. We suppose that at this stage of the game, it is unnecessary to tell what an iPad is, but since we know that more and more older people are joining new technologies or that some young people join, we are going to tell you what this little Apple toy consists of, which has always been considered one of the crown jewels of the Apple firm. iPad is a line of tablets designed and marketed by Apple. The first generation was announced on January 27, 2010, while on March 2, 2011, last presentation of the late Steve Jobs, the second generation appeared. We could say that it is situated in a category between a smartphone and a computer, focused more on access than on the creation of applications and themes. In many homes the tablet is not missing, and if it is from Apple, then much better. The new Apple model for your iPad comes loaded with news. Although you have to stay with these two things, fingerprint reader under screen and front hole. They are the two characteristics that users stand out the most. Waiting for an official confirmation, these are the data we have about the new iPad mini 6. And don't worry, because the sources are very good. Surely you've been a bit checkered with this hole in the screen. Well, we tell you more. Apple's iPad mini had been betting on the classic design for years. Well, now it seems that the iPad mini 6 will have Touch ID under the screen with a small hole in the screen for the front camera. For its part, the screen will be 9.1 inches and the processor used will be the A14 Bionic, the SoC used by the iPhone 12 family of 2020. In other words, this iPad mini 6 is loaded with news inside and out. The display capacity is increased by the same chassis, which is assigned a size of 203.2 x 134.8 x 6.25 mm. What does not change is the Retina technology with True Tone for this model that will continue to be used. Although it could surprise with the use of the new mini LEDs and would have support for the Apple Pencil stylus. At the moment these are the data we have, but without official confirmation from the brand of the bitten Apple. One way the new iPad mini would be different is the curved edges. Both the iPad Pro and iPad Air go for flat edges, just like the iPhone 12, but the leaked mock-up appears with curved edges. And after getting to know the iPad mini 6 on the outside, let's get to know it on the inside. In this case, it is said that we will have an Apple A14 Bionic as a sufficient performance engine for this type of tablets. What we do not know is the amount of RAM that the device would include. Although we already know that this has never been a problem in Apple, that has made the most of it with the optimization of the software. Neither storage, which would offer a minimum of 64 GB. In these things we have to wait for its release date to learn more information. The release date is the big unknown. Those leaks don't even tell us when. We assume that they are waiting for other brands to make a move. At the moment the rumors suggest that it will be launched in the month of March, together with the iPad Pro 2021 and the iPhone SE 2021. Although everything depends a lot on the evolution of the pandemic. If this were true, the iPad mini would anticipate the possible arrival of Touch ID under the screen to the next iPhone, something that has been rumored for a long time and that could be accelerated given the problems that Face ID can cause in times of pandemic and masks. And it is that right now everything is pending the coronavirus. What seems clear is that the renewal of this little iPad is almost ready to hit stores. Makata also recently published that the iPad mini screen would increase from the current 7.9 inches to 8.4. A change that we can understand as a reduction in frames and perhaps even the overall size of the device. iPad mini 6 news. There are two main news that give us information about the iPad mini 6, and now we are going to specify them. The first states that the new iPad mini will have a Lightning port, which differs from other Apple tablets that finally have USB Type-C, like the new iPad Pro. In addition, this leak says that it will equip an A13 Bionic chip, the same than iPhone 11, and an 8.5-inch screen. To give some context, the 2019 iPad mini had a 7.9-inch panel, 3.5mm jack audio connection advertisement. At the moment, all iPad mini models have a 3.5mm audio jack connection. But that does not guarantee anything considering Apple's tendency to remove that port from its dev. In addition, the mini jack port can also be used for audio input, and a wired microphone could be connected to record music or voice memos with the iPad without using the main charging port. 1. Lower price. Apple's tablet offering is somewhat confusing, as entry-level iPads and iPad mini have cost the same many times, and minis have been a bit more expensive at other times. However, the iPad mini is somewhat strange since although it is the smallest, it has more powerful components and is more expensive, so it is difficult to classify it as better or worse than the other models. This can confuse people. If the new iPad mini 6 were smaller but just as powerful as other tablets and more affordable, its positioning within Apple's offering of iPads would be clearer, and it would be much easier for people to choose the one that is best for them. In this way, the iPad mini 6 would be a great purchase for those looking for a small device without involving a price increase. According to our news, the new iPad mini would be available in silver, black and gold color options, and it seems that Apple would be working on a smaller Apple Pencil to accompany the launch of this new device.